Hey, remember when I used to have a black screen and I talked about stuff before I actually played it? Most of you don't, because most of you haven't been subscribed to me for very long. But you can trust me when I say that back in the day, this is how this is how all of my Let's Plays started. So, what are we going to talk about with Sonic? Well, let's start by admitting straight off. My name is Sir Eldrick IV, and I admit I have a problem. I am a Super Nintendo fanboy. Back in the day, I was all about Nintendo. I had a Super Nintendo. My brother and I actually saved up money and bought a Super Nintendo with our own money. This was back when we were in elementary school and going into junior high, somewhere right around there. And so it was a big deal to save up money to go buy a Super Nintendo. I mean, I think my brother, we had him bike down to Toys R Us or Target or something and buy it and bike back, and I wouldn't let him set it up until I read the whole user's manual for it. But anyway, I won't speak for my brother, but I will say that I was totally against the Genesis because the Genesis made fun of the Super Nintendo with those Genesis does what Nintendo don't ads. And so when Sonic came out and that was the big push for Sega, I said Sonic sucks, de facto, a priori. Sonic cannot be good because it is not Nintendo, and it is expressly against Nintendo. Ergo, Sonic cannot be good. That's circular logic. It didn't matter that back then. Because I was a Nintendo fanboy, anything Genesis did was automatically wrong. And anything Nintendo did was automatically right. So for the longest time, I never played Sonic. My friend who lived down the street had a Genesis, and I played Altered Beast and Afterburner on his Genesis, and I liked those games. And this was before the whole Nintendo advertisements came about. And then my cousin had Sonic 2, which may have been the very first Sonic game I played. And I didn't know what to do, and I didn't understand it, and it was frustrating, and so I didn't like it. But I did like the spin dash once I played Sonic 1. At some point, I think my brother, I know it was my brother, but I think he bought a used Genesis, and he got Sonic the Hedgehog with it. It might have been a new Genesis, because we had Sonic 1. We have very few Genesis games, and Sonic 1 is one of them, so it might have been a new Genesis. But I know my brother bought it because I would never have. But having then sat down and played Sonic the Hedgehog 1, I was very much impressed with it. One of the things that I saw the other day, Screw Attack did a video game vault on the original Sonic the Hedgehog, which is part of the impetus for playing this game. And one of the things that, not Handsome Tom, Stuttering Craig. One of the things that Stuttering Craig mentioned about this game, and that I believe is absolutely true, is that Sonic the Hedgehog is not about speed. The point of the games is not how fast you go. It's not an unbroken speed chain through the level. Not, now. Back in the... Now... Wow. Let's stop talking for a second. Whew. Back in the day, Sonic had speed in his game, and it was speed that definitely outperformed the speed available on the Nintendo, at least, right when it came out. But the game is not about speed. The games now, when you get I haven't played any current Sonic game, but I've seen a couple Let's Plays and walkthroughs of them. And now there seems to be a much heavier emphasis on the speed and the flow of the game. But in this original Sonic, there is not. There are definitely places that flow and show off the speed and are awesome for that. And in fact, there's one in the very first level. But it's not all about speed. What is it about? Awesome platforming. It's a very good platformer. The levels are well designed. There's plenty of options, which is one of the best things about it. Mario was mostly about getting from the left side to the right side. Super Mario Brothers, or Super Mario World, left side to the right side, very few right to lefts. And then every once in a while there would be like a puzzle-solving element if you could find the secret exit. Sonic is like, feel free, go straight down the center, go take the low road, take the high road, jump back and forth. We don't care. you know, just make your way to the end of the level, but we're going to give you all these options to choose from. And that was cool, and I enjoyed it. And Sonic 1 was the first Sonic game that I ever felt like I knew what I was doing, and the first Sonic game I ever beat. And with that, we're going to go to Sonic. And I'm going to be quiet for the Sega part because I love that sound. Sega! Aw, yeah. I wasn't sure how I was going to do this game, as far as if I was going to play. There, I just put in the level select code because I'm awesome that way. But I'm going to reset. I didn't know if I was going to play this one act at a time, which seemed too short, or one zone at a time, which seemed too long, or just play to a certain time limit, which just seems too random. Why did I let that get to the demo? I can't figure out how to interrupt the demo, which is weird. But, okay, let me hit start. There we go. I love hitting start. But we'll figure it out. I figured I could just talk on a blank screen for quite a bit for this first video and just delay the inevitable via that means. Boom, take that out. As I mentioned, or if I didn't mention it yet, I am not the best Sonic player ever. I did, however, mention that I don't put a huge emphasis on speed compared to the platforming. I do know how to go through this level pretty dang quick. I could probably finish it in 30 seconds with a little bit of practice. It's been a while since I've played the game. And right here's some coins. Not coins, rings! Sonic collects rings, you Philistine. And now that I'm invincible, I love doing that. And just like Mario, he has to build up momentum because they haven't invented the spin dash yet. And here's my favorite part of the whole game. Dun, da, 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 da. It's not just the getting a one-up, it's getting a one-up while launching, you know, after going through one of the fastest portions of the game and launching yourself into the air that way. Boom! That is plenty of rings. Can I find 6 more rings real quick? And hopefully without getting hit, where I would lose all of my rings and I would be very, very upset. Several expletives would probably escape my lips. Ooh, whoa! I'm not taking the chance of him possibly hitting me beneath the land there. No, that's why I made that save state right here. I hate having to resort to that, but I knew I was going to do something stupid. Okay, there we go. Why did I want 150 rings again? Can somebody tell me? I can't tell me. I have no clue why I would do something like that. If you walk too far to the right here, the level ends, because you can't go back to the left. Oh, you took a page from Mario's book. But, that's why I needed to have 50 rings at the end of the level. If you haven't played a Sonic game before, if you have 50... It depends on which game, but in this game, if you get to the end of the level with 50 rings, it opens up a bonus stage. These bonus stages are psychedelic, and you kind of need to have a bit of an idea of what's going to happen if you want any prayer of getting through here. It has been a long... In fact, save state. It has been a long time since I have played these. I used to be able to go through these and get all of the Chaos Emeralds. Stop jumping that high. Okay, there we go. That's better. Wow, did you see that unnecessary bounce? No, stop it. Ugh. There we go. Nope, nope, okay. Yep, nope, nope, nope. Wrong way. Those flashing blocks at the bottom there, those ones that say goal on them that you can hardly see. Hit that. They send you out of the level. Nope, why? This level is so much easier when I could play the game more often. Okay, there we go. So then you work your way through it. When you hit these little gems, they disappear. And I just got, like, I think a free life or a continue right there. No, get in there. And that's the Chaos Gem. Chaos Emerald. You grab it, you get it. It shows up here at the end. It even says Chaos Emeralds. And there's the blinky outline of one. It has always... Yeah, free continue. That's what I got. And that's from points, I believe. 25,000 points. I'm gonna end the video here because this is 10 minutes and I think that's long enough. And we'll pick up with the next one and I'll try and explain more or, not explain more. Oh, I should probably save state. Pause the game, maybe save state again because, do smart stuff. Until next time, bye bye.